Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here watching WWE's Monday Night Raw tonight as we're sitting here chilling out. Brock Lesnar was your big, scheduled main event. We knew that he was going to show up somewhere on the show. We saw the prolonging storyline, basically, of, Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon saying that Brock Lesnar was going to be in the Hall of Fame. Paul Heyman was being Paul Heyman, basically being the advocate of Brock Lesnar, trying to get his client the best deal that he could get him, basically telling Vince and Stephanie that he didn't want Brock Lesnar to be in the Royal Rumble. He wanted him just to go straight to WrestleMania and fight the winner of the Royal Rumble, basically making him the number one contender at the championship. Stephanie McMahon stood up to Paul Heyman, basically saying that, look here, buddy, this contract says that you're going to fight, and you're going to fight for us, and you're going to be in this Royal Rumble. And if you want to be WWE champion, if you want to go to WrestleMania, this is how you're going to have to do it. Brock Lesnar, he's wrestled twice in the last few months. He wrestled in Houston against Sheamus. He wrestled against Alberto Del Rio in Los Angeles, but we really haven't seen Brock since Hell in the Cell back in October. The big push for WWE's Monday Night Raw tonight, I knew that going into this, Roman Reigns was going to have some trouble as the champion going into the Royal Rumble because you can't really book him into a WWE Championship match, seeing how basically he is the champion right now, that basically the match is, or I guess you can say the title is being upheld, basically, you can say with it going into the Royal Rumble with 30 guys having a shot to win it. It's the first time that the Royal Rumble will have the championship defended, even though back in 1992, when Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble, that was because the title was stripped and there was no champion at that point. So it's a lot like that one, but a little bit different. But at the end, the winner's the champion. That's who it's going to be. It's either going to be Roman, it's either going to be Brock, or it's going to be a returning Triple H. Somewhere in there, one of those three guys, that's who's going to win it. Basically, Vince McMahon stood there at the beginning of the show, ran down the whole locker room, basically saying that anybody had a shot to win the championship. And at the end of the show, in the main event, they were going to have a chance to take a stand to show who they who they think they are and who's going to be the champion upcoming. They booked a 30 versus 1. All, I guess it was 1 versus all is the way they were putting this together. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns fighting the entire Raw roster, even though it ended up just being basically all of the heels out of the back. Everyone came down. The Ascension, the New Day, Stardust, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, all of the geeks were out there. It ended up being Kevin Owens was the first one that Vince McMahon got into the ring. I don't know why they didn't make it just Kevin Owens versus. They could have even made it a lumberjack match, and that would have been better. But basically, it was Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens had a good match. You just basically were waiting for the point when all of the heels were going to jump in. We've seen this match in the past, 2010, maybe 2011, somewhere in there. It's not a very memorable match, but it was basically supposed to be John Cena and Shawn Michaels, I believe, fighting the entire Raw roster. We saw all of the geeks, all of the jobbers, the guy from Velocity, the guys from Jacked, your mid-carders, your main eventers, everybody was out there, and basically everyone was running into a finisher left and right, getting finished off in a matter of seconds, and that's the way that I thought this match was going to go. But basically Owens held his own for 15 minutes or so, and out of the middle of nowhere, you see Stardust and you see the Ascension, them jumping into the ring, followed by just about everybody else. They beat down Roman Reigns. We see a brogue kick from Sheamus, and then out of the middle of nowhere, Brock Lesnar returns, coming out of the back, running down to the ring. Basically, I thought he was turning into babyface Brock. Him basically attacking the New Day, going after Sheamus. Looked like Sheamus was trying to get his rematch. And then when he had cleared the ring and it was just him and Roman Reigns looking down like, hey, we've got some unfinished business, and picked him up and delivered the F5. It was almost like Brock Lesnar had no friends, and he was out there just basically saying that I'll take on anybody. I want to be the champion. I want to get paid. I want that cash money. And that's the way that I saw it. So going in to the Royal Rumble, looks like Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar are your two favorites to win it all.